Just give me a second here. You guys' tokens are on free action for now. So Diana, medium.
Yeah. This triggers me so much.
What?
It's like spread out to be like, 8-pointed, except for,
OCD problems.
except
I
for
see.
like 2 of them.
I see. I get it. I see the OCDs.
I mean, there's 7, so how are they supposed to do it? I guess they could just have it equidistant.
Yeah, just have them equidistant.
Yeah, they're just not perfect. It's that way on the Paizo version as well, just FYI, so the map maker
Oh my god.
did what Paizo did.
They were Runelords. They were aspiring to be perfect. They weren't perfect yet.
Alright, looks like Abysm's trying to detect magic. And I have a cat who wants my attention. I'm busy, kitty.
I will be cuddling Leopold for now.
Okay. You do detect magic, Abysm, on all of the statues.
I suspect I know the answer, but I'll try to determine the school of each one.
Okay, you do so. You can roll me 7 arcanas. Cat, my hands are busy. The problem is he's like shedding right now, so it's like I pet him and tons of fur comes with my hand.
When you specialize as a wizard, do you usually just drop, 1?
2.
Uh,
Or, yeah.
you drop 2?
Yeah, it's 2
Yep.
schools that are your opposition schools.
Okay.
It's just penalties. It's not like you can't use them, it's just quite penalizing.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice that each one of these statues has a different school of magic. Now let me just look at the map and see if I'm gonna go clockwise, because that's what people like. People like clockwise. I like counterclockwise. It's more fun, but we're gonna go clockwise. So do you guys probably want tokens to represent what all this means? And you guys can make your own notes, but this one here is transmutation. This blue one here is conjuration. Stop it, kitty. This one here is abjuration. And then we have enchantment. Illusion. Evocation. Necromancy.
Okay.
Wait,
Maybe this one looks more like evocation. Here we go.
Sin magic, huh?
um,
transmutation, conjuration, abjuration, enchantment, illusion, evocation, necromancy.
Do we recognize any of the statues as Karzog and the other guy?
None of the statues appear to have definition. They all appear to be the same, with their mouths agape.
Okay. Perhaps you're supposed to put something in those mouths.
Agape, agape. Yeah. English is hard,
Yeah, agape.
Pluto. Jeez. I've been telling you people
That's probably
What
where the
was
offerings are
Neptune?
supposed to go.
this.
This is divination? After transmutation.
I'm sorry,
I
which
don't
one?
think there was a divination.
This one here.
There
blue one.
is no divination.
So what was the
Yep,
blue one?
divination wasn't part of.
What, the second one? Conjuration?
The planet. This is conjuration?
Yeah.
And the next one?
Abjuration?
Okay, and then the gold sphere.
Enchantment?
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I have to go inspect these one by one.
God, the worst part of this is the cat's jumping up on my bruised leg. Fine, come here,
Well,
kitty.
luckily, I know a thing or two about transmutation. I would like to go to the transmutation sphere and see if I can find anything out about, or, well, transmutation head, and see if I can find anything out about it.
Alright. Okay, so you're gonna do what when you step up to it?
Just check out the head, see if I can notice anything about it or detect magic on
The one...
it. The transmutation head.
Okay. You just
It's
detect
the top one.
magic on it, of course. Just a single school.
I would like to try and spellcraft it. Maybe I should cast Identify. Do I still have that
It's
wand?
probably an artifact of
I
some
do.
sort.
You could try casting a transmutation spell on it.
I could. I'd disintegrate. But
Just
I'm
go
gonna
around
try
disintegrate all of
to
them.
spellcraft it with a. I'm gonna use my wand of Identify to give me a plus
that
10.
should get you the keys, right?
Yeah.
Just go up to the Runeforge door and disintegrate that too.
This is the only key you need.
Alright, I'm sorry. So what are you doing?
I'm trying to spellcraft this magic on the head
At the
with the aid of Identify.
um
At the transmutation head.
Hold on one second. I do have to bring up something. Gotcha. Okay. So you try to spellcraft it, and you, you don't you don't think this is act. I mean, you don't know anything from that spellcraft, but you think that you might be able to use the device.
Oh, geez.
This magic is beyond your knowledge. You don't understand this.
Hmm.
Quick,
I could
Abysm,
try to
you
use magic
try.
device. I don't have very high use magic device, but I'll try it. He attempts to
No, no,
use
no,
the
no.
head.
Isn't Nizzo the one who should be using magic device? Oh god, we all die.
Nizzo actually has the best UMD.
Right, you try and nothing happens.
Ah,
No runes
Perhaps
or
Abysm
writings.
should try to spellcraft this thing.
I tell him that my knowledge of magic craft isn't telling me too much about this head, except that maybe it can be like forcibly
Well,
used.
what did that riddle tell us about these?
Offerings and what was it?
Offered spells and proper prayer.
Right.
So we need to know what spells they are, I guess, and then we need to know what the proper prayer is, apparently.
Well, I will cast the Shocking Grasp from a wand and then touch the transmutation statue with it. See if that
Wait, what?
will.
Is
Oh, not
Shocking
transmutation.
Grasp
The
transmutation?
The evocation one.
where evocation. That's the one I was looking.
I was like, oh god. Why don't you try to spellcraft it first?
We just did that.
Right. There's a possibility that Abysm might be able to roll high.
Then a 47?
Yeah. If they're artifacts, then it's
I
only a
I don't have identifier.
Henrik would inform
37.
you that this is just something beyond all of that. This is something different, unique, and
something
strange.
else. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
Henrik
puzzle.
rolled a 47 on the spellcraft, so I mean,
It's
I don't think spellcraft's gonna find the answers, you know, like it's unless it was a DC 50 or something.
okay, so oops, sorry. You cast the Shocking Grasp wand next to the statue. And when you do that, inside the mouth begins to glow a bright light and then fade away. There is left a key in its mouth.
Maybe you don't actually have to say any sort of prayer after all. You just cast the right type of spell.
Until you try to take the key.
I was just going to say I'm concerned about placing my hand in its mouth. It seems too easy.
Nah.
I mean, when I look, okay, so I'm gonna look and see if, do I see anything that looks like the mouth
No.
can physically close? Like, is there any indication at all that they would in fact be dangerous?
It looks dangerous.
You don't know.
Dang.
Well, I will take a.
And this is just a normal, like, human-sized statue, or how tall are these things?
They're like large sized.
Oh, okay. So I'm only like 3 feet tall, so it's like nowhere near my level. I'd have to climb up on top of this thing.
Probably.
Well, there's trees and stuff around here. You said.
A little bit lower, you guys kind of came up onto this like little hill that is cleared. But yeah, just outside the map there probably would be.
Okay, I was just going to get a twig and bring it back, and then pick up the key with the twig.
Mhm.
An offered prayer. What do I know about Karzal?
Did anything happen?
I'm sorry, what did you do, Abysm?
I went and got a branch or a twig, and then I was going to use that to fish the key out of the mouth so I wouldn't have to place my hand in it.
Wimp. Alright, you do that. And the key plinks out of the mouth onto the ground.
Okay, I'll get it and
And
examine it.
you now have a golden key.
Okay, that seemed fairly straightforward. What else do I got?
I don't understand how this would have been a issue for uh, the other wizards.
What are you talking about?
But this isn't the issue.
Oh, okay. Well, perhaps we should retrieve the keys. Does anybody have any necromancy spells prepared?
I technically do. Not prepared, but I can cast one.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try my luck at this. I'm going to cast, I guess, Reduce Person. It's a first level transmutation spell. By the stone, or
Okay.
attempt to cast it on the stone.
Okay, and basically how it's described, and I didn't really say this with the shocking grasp, but it seems like the spell doesn't even happen at all, but all of this just mythical power gets absorbed into the mouth of the statue, or the head of the statue, and then inside the mouth glows bright, and then fades away, and there's a golden key.
I will go up to the conjuration one.
Okay.
And I will... summon Nature's Ally 1. As Cure Light Wound.
Sure. And does anybody want to
You
roll
could've
me a
just cast Cure Light Wounds.
perception while all of this is happening? Or are you guys like totally engulfed in what you're doing?
Sure.
Wink,
Sure.
wink. Alright, which one did you do, Mantis?
Conjuration.
Conjuration, that's this one. Alright, so while you guys are doing this, only Amara notices this actually, though Abysm did roll high, but Amara, you see up on the cliffside like a little cave opening, and you think you see like rock moving, and you're pretty sure it's not rock, something's just blending into that atmosphere over there. But it seems rather large, and it's rather off in the distance, about like 200 feet, kind of on like one of the little mountainsides right next to you guys.
Maybe it's a stone giant. Or maybe not.
You don't think
I
it's
think
stone
there's something
giant.
watching us.
It's got a lot of like pokey edges to it that kind of blends in with the sharp rocks and stuff like that. Pretty good camouflage.
Over there. Can you see it? I think she probably meant Nizzo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I rolled pretty good for me.
Yeah. I just thought you did, like I think she probably meant Nizzo as well, but that was funny. It's like, yeah, it's 14. It's pretty good.
So she's trying to point it out to Nizzo, and
It's a decently
he
high
just
base
thinks
roll, though.
it's sharp rock edges. He's not really sure, so maybe he thinks
I
the
think she's being
cave. She's
paranoid.
talking about the cave or something.
Oh, I swear I saw it move.
It's probably just this weird magic stuff.
Keep an eye on it while we take care of the rest of these.
Okay.
Cast
Oh, yeah,
Disrupt Undead near
enchantment.
the Necromancy Stone.
I could do the illusion one. Where's
Sure.
the illusion one? Is that this one down here in the bottom?
I can do enchantment.
You can do enchantment? Okay.
I don't
can
know-
activate
I don't know
my
which ones are
ring
which. Which
of
one's the illusion?
charm Animal.
It doesn't matter. Just
Or animal
this point.
friendship.
I go to whichever one Henrik tells me is the illusion one.
okay.
I'll
You guys
tell him.
don't
Tells
see
me
the
is
words?
illusion one.
No,
I wrote down what each
they
stone
can't
was.
see that.
Oh,
Those are your notes, I guess. So I go to that one and I use vanish.
Ooh. The stone absorbs it, and of course the key's kind of out of your reach, but ta-da!
Yeah. I let somebody else go get it eventually, but I tell them it's there.
I'll mage hand it.
I get the
I
Necromancy
will
one.
activate my ring of animal friendship near the enchantment one.
Okay, same thing. Absorbs up your spell. Did we do Disrupt Undead?
Yeah. Oh, that was the Abjuration one that just disappeared.
Wait, which? Oh, the Abjuration's the one that's supposed to stay.
So who has an ab?
I could do that. I could do protection from good,
Okay.
or protection from evil. I'll go and cast protection from evil by it.
Okay, and it absorbs the spell and gives you a key.
Mage hand the key.
You now have 7 golden keys.
So we're supposed to
To
take
the
these to the
golden
stair.
door.
Is that what we're gonna do? I'm figuring we're probably gonna be wrapping session up soon, right?
Sort of, yeah. Just want to see what you guys want to do, or how you want to do this.
Yeah. You want to leave us
To
at a
the
cliffhanger,
stair.
probably.
Climb the stair.
Be careful of potential obstruction creature golem, something made of stone up there. I'm telling you, it's
Up
there.
where?
Near the door. Right? That's where I saw it, right?
Just up in the mountains around us.
I thought I saw it near the
Oh.
gate
have
at the
no
top
idea.
of the stair.
Well, I will take the lead and proceed up carefully, paying attention to my surroundings.
A massive stairway that looks like it must have been built by giants and taken years, if not decades, to complete is chiseled out of the side of the mountain. A 20-foot wide and 30-foot tall stone arc frames the first steps, while the final steps lead directly up to a carving of an ancient face, its open mouth a cave entrance. The familiar 7-pointed star is etched deeply into its surface, prominently positioned at the highest section of the arc. Bones lie in iced over heaps along the visible areas of the stairway.
Okay.
Each step is approximately 1.5 feet high and 3 feet deep, with an average width of 20 feet. The stairway
Big stair.
winds back and forth, rising up 200 feet to the entrance of this cavern.
Where did I see the spiky thing? Was that at the entrance?
Up there somewhere, yeah.
Okay. So I'll be on my guard against the spiky thing. And I guess we'll start going up there.
Oh, this giant face is Zin. On frozen mountains, Zin awaits, his regal voice the yawning gates. So this big face is Zin.
Oh, yeah. I
The
guess that makes sense.
founder of Thassalon.
Which kind of makes sense, I guess.
I'm gonna bark skin Diana myself.
Okay, so that is pretty much where we're gonna have to end session as you guys begin climbing the stairs.
With all 7 keys that we
Okey-dokey.
needed, apparently.
Yay.
Okay.
Well, at least the physical components of them.
Well, you think there might be some spiritual component we need?
Spiritual.
Uh,
That's not the way of arcane magic.
some sort of prayer component, yeah.
Prayers are for priests and clerics.
That's
and
what they
their-
said you
their
needed to
magic
get the
is
key,
second.
though, and we already got the key, so I don't know. Maybe the prayer was not actually needed.
Truth be told, there's like 5 or 6 different ways you guys could have acquired the keys. And if you were clever, maybe a couple of extra ways.
Huh.
Like, if you had true seeing, you would have seen the keys on the ethereal plane, and all you had to do is go to the ethereal plane and grab them.
I do
Interesting.
have true seeing, but I don't have it prepared.
Exactly. Nobody said any of those keywords.
Because I'm the cleric of the party, and I need to prepare heal in a 7th level slot.
Makes sense.
Sven. You could have like tried to bash and break the heads and many other options. Even disabling was
This
an option.
one-
You just never really tried it.
This seemed to be the most obvious and straightforward way to go about it, to me anyway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
no,
you guys have that riddle.
That's what I think.
But if you guys didn't go down to get that rhyme, you may not have come to all of these conclusions.
That's true.
I don't know why we would
How
even
the
come
hell
to
did
this
we
mountain.
get here, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe there's plot elements that we haven't come across that would lead us here anyway.
Well, we could have ended up finding out. I mean, we kind of knew about this place just from the like we didn't get the information to come here from the Scribbler. We got that from the from the
Nope,
library.
that was from the
Didn't
Scribbler.
we?
Well, you've heard of
On
Runeforge.
eastern shores of Steaming Mirror.
Right. Yeah.
That's
But
the
I mean,
Scribbler's note.
but we knew about the Runeforge before that,
Right.
so we could have found out about where the Runeforge was from the library, for example.
Yeah.
Just ignore whatever Machmirian's doing and then just go straight to Runeforge. Yeah.
Yeah, like we could have just been like, all right, like if we didn't, we could have done that and possibly come to the Runeforge without going to Sandpoint.
True. Sandbox, you can kind of do anything you want, technically. Well, that was fun. I had a good time.